Man, what's going on, everybody? This is absolutely crazy to me. Like, this really just, I was locked in looking at this footage. This kid went into a Church of Scientology, I guess with those, glasses that got the camera on it, and he just recorded, you know, what was going on inside of there. And just seeing the footage, I'm like, man, this is like something out of a movie. But what was crazy is when you're looking in these people's eyes, clearly you can just see, that demonic influence. And it was just it's like something out of a movie. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this cannot be real. Like, clearly you can see something is off with these people. And it's not like this is some, small, cult of 100 people. Like, this is super popular in Hollywood, with a lot of people in the industry. And so before we get in the clip, let me know where you're watching from as you guys are hopping on the live. I just want to kind of, give you a background if you're not really familiar. So this guy right here, L. Ron Hubbard, all right, I guess he's the founder, all right, and he's got a bit of a peculiar look to himself as well. Kind of looking like some kind of sciency, kind of guy. He just got that look, right? You could tell there's something peculiar about him. He's the founder, and he died from a stroke, all right, in, let's see, 1986. And even the guy that took over for him, it kind of puts me like in the mindset of what is this, like the Hunger Games or something like that. Like, these people look like real, actual, characters, for lack of a better term. I believe it's this guy right here. I seen a video of him when I was going down um the rabbit hole. So yeah. See, he got a look to him too. And it's like you're watching a real life movie. Like, it's just like, this cannot be real. But then you realize, yo, no, this is really real. This is really happening. And so for those of you that are coming in, let us know, play just a lot of clips because I find this so interesting. But let me give you a quick background. All right. So a lot of celebrities in Hollywood are into this. Obviously, most people know Tom Cruise, Travolta. I don't know if these people are still in it or whatever, but they've been in it or they've been linked to it. I know the woman, what's her name? Somebody let me know in the comments, from the King of Queens show. She got out of it and she was exposing it. I think she did a podcast with Joe Rogan many years ago. You had two of the people from the '70s show, the one girl and then the guy who went to jail. All right, you got Brad Pitt. So a lot of celebrities, all right, into this stuff. And so, essentially what they believe is there's this, alien God. And, I looked into it a little bit, but pretty much humans, came from another planet that was overpopulated. Matter of fact, here, let's just go through this before we play the clip real quickly, because I just think it's so crazy. So Scientologists believe that each person is a thetan, an immortal spiritual being, similar to the concept of a soul. Thetans have lived through countless past lives, including ones on other planets and civilizations. Scientology uses a practice called auditing, a type of counseling where individuals recall painful or traumatic memories called engrams. These engrams are believed to block spiritual growth. An e-meter is used during auditioning to measure the subject's responses and clear these engrams. So you notice how it's like everybody has this fake version of the Bible. Like, everybody copies the Bible. So I guess this is like a form of deliverance. All right. And so there's a bridge to total freedom. Scientologists progress up the bridge, a spiritual development path from pre-clear to clear, and eventually to advance to levels called operating thetan. All right. Let's see. What is this? Xenu and the Space Opera Doctrine. In OT level 3 and beyond, members are taught that Xenu, a galactic overlord, brought billions of beings to Earth 75 million years ago, killed them in their spirits, and called their body thetans, and now they cling to humans and cause harm. All right. They follow a non-religious moral guidebook by Hubbard titled The Way to Happiness, all about self-improvement and survival. So let's take a look at this real quick before we get into the actual clips. This is what they believe, all right? So your entry level is pre-clear. Person undergoes an auditing to address engrams. The goal is to become clear. The second level, clear, a person who has erased all engrams from their reactive mind. They are said to have higher IQ, more stable emotions, better health. This is considered a major milestone. After this, one begins the operating thetan OT levels. All right. So the OT levels, one focuses on the individual's relationship with others and spiritual awareness. OT level 2 removes deep-seated mental and spiritual barriers. OT level 3, the wall of fire, highly secretive, reveals the Xenu story, all right, about the 75 million years ago, this galactic dictator. OTV 5 detoxifies the spiritual effects of drug use, past and present, even from past lives. All right, or that's 4. 5, advanced auditioning of body thetans, training to become a highly skilled solo auditor. Long-term daily solo auditing can take years. And then truth revealed and something about L. Ron Hubbard reference private writings, but they've never been officially released. Isn't it interesting that how these people will do anything but Jesus, believe anything but Jesus? Like, it just really blows my mind. You know, when people oftentimes, the reason they want to be atheists, but they will, believe in the Big Bang, they'll believe in all these other things, is because obviously when you look at the world, you can't believe this stuff is just an accident. But then people don't want to be accountable for the life that they live. And like we said, this isn't just some small, 100-man cult in the middle of nowhere. Like, this thing is actually very popular in Hollywood and other places. So they'd rather believe in this than believe in God, than believe that Jesus died for their sins and all that. So look, without further ado, because the video is long, I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're just this is gonna blow your mind when you see it. And so I didn't just gather the clips from the one kid who went in there, because once I went down the rabbit hole, I found a couple of interesting clips. So we're gonna just start with this clip. I guess it's outside of the church, and there's like stalkers and like, I mean, this stuff is like something out of a movie. But wait till you see inside, and wait till you see the look in these people's eyes. It is bananas.
Yeah. What's your purpose, bro? I heard you've been following them around. What's your purpose? Yeah. Yeah, you just hanging out. Yeah, okay. I got a good look at your face. I'm gonna run it through facial recognition. I'm gonna get your fucking name. Play these games. You want to play these games? Play right back. Hey, if anybody knows anybody on the film who followed me on Film the Police, you know this guy, let me know who the fuck he is. Play these games.
And then sorry about the language. There's a little bit of language. All right, look at this. When I'm watching this, guys, I'm literally up like late last night and just looking in these people's eyes, and clearly I can see that they need deliverance, and it's going to get real crazy.
I need a contract, Shannon. Let me sign a billion-year. Come on, Shannon. I want to join the cult, Shannon. Tom Cruise, my idol. Let me join the cult, Shannon. Can I come in there, Shannon? No, Shannon. Talk to you later.
Now watch this. I should have cut these.
Have you prayed for your son? Have you prayed for your son? That's all I said. Have you prayed for your son? Have you prayed for your son? That's all I said. William Good, that fucking liar. That fucking liar.
Why is your eye black and blue, Joey?
Well, this guy in these clips right here, I guess he was like in the church, and then he's out of the church, so he tries to warn people not to. He stands in front of the church, warning people not to go in.
Joey, why is your eye black?
What?
Why is your eye black like that? Your eye is all
One of your
swollen.
fucking followers trying to beat up a 68-year-old man.
So the people that work in one building always get birth in different hotels that they have, right? And they all move them, because if you work in this building, Sebastian couldn't be sleeping here, because then that would be trafficking. But if Sebastian lives in this other building 3 blocks away, then it's not, because he comes here to work and then he moves to another place. And that's all it took for the LAPD to play dumb and be like, oh, it could be more illegal what they're doing, because they did move from here to here. You know, the LAPD doesn't know how much under lock and key all the passports are. So All of that is birthing. All of that is birthing.
Now
That's
watch.
a
Here we go.
problem. So God only knows where.
You know Grant Cardone?
I've heard of him.
You have? Okay, so I found Scientology from him. Address?
Must I put that?
If you don't mind. He's like this amazing,
Awesome.
guy.
You have connections to him?
I do.
Damn, you're cool.
So you want to come with me?
Yeah.
Maybe like where I work in college here. Well, I'm gonna help you with it because you won't know all this info. Anyways.
All right.
You get like a free session. It costs $125, but you get it for free here.
Oh yeah, what's your name?
Tony.
Tony?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tyrone.
Tyrone. Wow, T. I love that name.
Yeah.
Love it. Love this hat.
I appreciate it.
The signal of a key fob up to 30 feet.
No way, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do it.
Sounds good. Put my ex's address. Go ahead, bro. Find shit. What was the blonde chick's name again?
Church and Scientology shit.
Scientology shit. Whoa.
I'm so relieved I to finally make this video.
I have a question for you on this test.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the questions?
We'll stay for as much of it as we can. We must be out shortly, though.
Believe that when the Church of Scientology opened up near me, I had to be the one to go there.
We just opened about a year ago.
Not many times have there been instances where people have been able to do so while recording or making it public. And if they ever did, it was only for a day, not even a few hours.
Well, Tyrone, I have a question for you on this test. Did you understand the questions?
So we planned it out the way we should. We didn't want to go in, take down Scientology point of view.
Are you trying to find something wrong with it?
Scientology is not the only church we've walked into.
I want to figure you out.
Interesting.
You're kind of like an interesting guy to me. I'm a very whoop. I just go right in. But the thing is,
You see how crazy these people look in the eyes?
Disrespectful to take a photo in here. Ron Hubbard statue. Give me a photo, please, Daddy.
I got you.
Oh my God, what the fuck are these pictures?
Epic!
Hello.
You learned so much.
We were here last time for TV night.
It's going to be totally different.
It was banging last time.
Yeah.
It was hard to find a seat.
Something reminds it of a similar painful incident. The animal mentality being...
Man, they got a whole Star Wars trilogy on this.
You want to sit down?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, my back. I'm playing. I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Get it? Just don't look at me as I get up.
You gotta perform mouth to mouth.
Turn around as I get up.
I'm watching this last night, and I just can't believe it's like this is not real. It's like a book in real life. Like I'm like, this cannot be real.
Save me the embarrassment, okay? Oh. How much more did you dead ass? I swear to God.
Tyrone, I have a question for you on this test.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the questions? Has something happened where you feel like, I don't know, it's kind of shitty in your life and couldn't forgive the person and it kind of made you feel cold or give me...
I was in the mafia when I was younger, back in Albania, and I noticed it correlates a lot with gang violence. But I know in the U.S., from what I hear, gangs are kind of like a problem amongst youth, and I feel like that's something that I really pertained with. As a lot of my childhood was taken away from me, kind of having no other choice but to blend in with those who raised me to kind of be a criminal. What was the question again? Yeah, I'm sorry. Buy it. Why aren't you buying it now? Why aren't you buying it now? Why you want to buy it later? Not even Plug would sell shit to me like that.
After publicly documenting my time in Scientology for the past week, I can tell you what was and wasn't preached about. As known, Scientology is said to come from the belief that humans came from aliens. Xenu, the Grand Master, decided he had too many aliens in space. So he gathered a bunch of aliens from different planets, froze them, threw them on a volcano on Earth, and then when that volcano erupted, it melted into humans, or
They rather believe anything but God. It's crazy.
The only thing weirder than a guy stating that belief is stating that belief outside in a target. As known, Scientology's most notorious way of recruiting people is through the distribution of pamphlets along the street. So of course they're not going to approach their followers with that alien volcano yabba dabba doo Navy shit right off the bat. So instead they're going to hit you with practically broad topics that almost nobody's ever going to disagree with. Dianetics is basically the main public teaching of Scientology. It's a book that they basically get on all fours trying to sell to you, made by their founder L. Ron Hubbard. A lot of Scientology is basically glazed.
What's crazy is the L. Ron Hubbard dude was like writing a lot of science fiction and stuff before he invented this, cult, which is already kind of lets you know where his mind was at.
L. Ron Hubbard as well. So much so that current Scientologists are holding vacant homes for L. Ron.
Look at this. Look at their windows. So this was so crazy. I mean, this was one of the things that really like took me down the rabbit hole. So when they stand outside the church and they try to record, look at how the windows change.
Have a session.
Oh, Nito!
We bought the book.
This is your auditor.
How you doing, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Tyrone.
Tyrone. Okay, good.
Yeah, this is off-putting walking into this. Yeah.
Well, you can have a seat here. This is what we do.
Yeah, I don't. That little doll right there was just weird.
Okay, good.
All right.
Now you know.
Yes, sir.
You will remain aware of everything which goes on here.
Mm-hmm.
Pull yourself out of anything you get into if you don't like it. Do something called a flash answer. You can
You're gonna flash me?
flash answer.
Oh, okay.
Who is the most controlling person in your life?
Probably my Aunt Martha. You're nothing but a fat piece of shit Albanian ginger who gets no bitches and is gonna have a little private part for the rest of his life.
Good. Was it a Sunday?
It was not.
Was it a Monday?
Definitely not.
Was it a Thursday?
Like he's trying to hypnotize them or something. And I think somewhere in these clips they asked, like, have you ever been hypnotized before?
Sounds about right. What was the most bizarre thing you've heard in a session like this?
Well, she's long gone, so I can tell you that a woman was basically an arranged marriage, but the guy
kind of like me with my cousin.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. It's a cult. These guys are cult members right here. Don't mess with them. These are cult members. Toucan's a cult member. These are all cult members. You can see how they're running away. You can tell they're in a cult. There she goes. Oh, she's pulling it in. They're packing.
This was the first video that I saw. Watch this woman's eyes when I'm like, this can't be real. This is like, watch this. This is probably the craziest clip to me. I'm like, yeah, these people are bonkers.
It up. Twilla, girl. I can't believe you, girl.
I love when they put the blinds down. Yeah, there you go.
Look at that. Look at that.
God.
There she goes. Oh, she's pulling it in. They're packing it up. Twilla, girl. I can't believe you, girl.
I love when they put the blinds down. Yeah, there you go.
Bro, come on, man. Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Like, so they're hypnotizing people. They're taking them through all these rituals and stuff. But when I saw this clip, because I've never really just looked into it, it's so clear there's something demonic going on. Like, I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, it just doesn't look real. Like, it's so hard for me to believe. Like, this is why you gotta be careful, like, with the conspiracy theories and, all that kind of stuff, because some of it is legit. And like, if you just saw this, it almost looks like satire. Like, it looks like a spoof or something. Like she's being crazy, but this is like really real and it's really popular and highly weird. Like whatever they did to this girl right here and all of those girls, they got that weird look in their eye and they got that weird voice. Like when I was watching these clips, I felt like I was watching a movie. Like one of those weird, I don't know, the science fiction, Hunger Games or some kind of movie. That's what it feels like watching this. And I'm like, yo, this is like really real life. People would believe in anything but God. And what's so crazy is, as I showed you guys in the beginning, right? Here, let's take a look at this. This is what they believe in. This guy just sent everybody to Earth, put him in a volcano, right? Boom. All these people in Hollywood with money, this is what they believe in. It's crazy, man. Let's keep going. We're halfway through.
Look at that. Look at that.
I went one time. They send me like fucking hell in the mail all the time, and I'm like, I signed up to like get moved.
It never stops, right? How when they brought you in there? How long were you in there for?
Like 3.
Like 3 hours?
Yes. Think you buy the book? No. They won't shut the fuck up. They won't shut the fuck up. And even when you tell them,
girl, I can't believe you, girl. Oh no. Oh, bye, girl. Here they come. At least they're coming out. See you later, girl. Got him. Oh, Twilla. Oh, girl. Come on, girl. Come on.
she likes you too. Why do they all like you?
So I'm going to do something called a flash answer. You can do it.
You're gonna flash me?
Flash answer.
Oh, okay.
I have somebody that can give a dynamic therapy session now.
Name?
Tyrone Serbianovich.
All right.
I want to show you guys the film that goes over it, and it will actually explain how it works.
Subject. You can make that person unknowingly act irrationally.
Have you ever been hypnotized?
Maybe.
You single, married, divorced, had a wife before?
I have. I don't want to call it divorce. I'm technically divorced, but that was off an arranged marriage with my cousin, so.
Totally fine. Have you ever had shock therapy?
No.
Okay. Psychosis that you're aware of?
No. I was on timeout for eating one of my Aunt Tabitha's orange biscuit treats. My Aunt Martha, as I mentioned, she would often come at my weight, and so she put me on timeout.
All these people have a similar look to them. Sometimes I think people join things like this just because they want to be a part of something, right? They just want to belong to something. And I think that's how a lot of these, weird people get into these cults, because they feel like they're part of something. They, the same way, right? This is demonic for sure, but to me it's no different than like gangs, right? When the young guys join gangs, a lot of time they're looking for that validation, they're looking for that acceptance, that brotherhood, that camaraderie. And I think that's how people get drawn into cults and stuff like that, because that longing for connection, and Satan's real slick with it.
I'm out and didn't let me eat anymore that whole week, and she would state that I am a fat Albanian ginger.
Let's return to dinner last night.
Okay.
Good. What do you taste?
Gas station lettuce.
Okay. What do you hear?
A Spanish man singing the ABCs backwards.
Fair enough. What do you feel?
I feel Tony Balsakovich touching me.
Okay. Where?
Well, we were playing along. He was kind of touching me in inappropriate places.
Okay, good. What can you smell?
Lavender. He had this lavender perfume he sprayed from his ex-girlfriend who he robbed.
It looks like the guy knows that this kid is like trolling him, but he just kind of got to go with it, because it's like when you look in his eyes, it almost looks like he's kind of getting angry, like he's about to manifest. Like, okay, this kid is trolling me, but I gotta stay in character.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See the volcano on the back, right? So they believe that alien god put him in the volcano, and when the volcano erupted, that's where humans came from.
So now, what was the thought that occurred to you at the time?
Why lavender? Why not like cedar wood or something else? Like, if you're gonna steal something, at least smell like a pimp,
Okay.
Hey guys, back inside. No cults out here. Inside. Good boy, good girl. Hey, good boy. Close it up. I can see you.
One of the tests was like a personality test, and they told me I was depressed. I lied and I said, hey, I parked on a meter and I need to go pay the meter. They said, oh, where's your car? Give us the keys and we'll bring it to our parking lot. I said, what? You think I'm gonna give you my keys and bring my car here? So at that point, I was throwing the hints of I want to leave, and it was like, oh no, we'll bring your car here. They wanted me to sign up for these courses.
You have to pay to sign up?
So I ended up paying something.
Oh no!
Oh, I got you.
Oh no!
I paid to get out of there.
Yeah.
So I paid $50.
Now look at this.
Like, oh,
they got like agents, like in the street.
We're sorry to hear.
see right here, I think. Yeah.
You can sit here and film us all you want. I don't care. Okay, cool. Now ask yourself, what religion plants people in the crowd like this guy? What religion does that? There's a church over here. That church would never do that. I go to the other church over here, the Catholic church. They would never do that. Don't touch them. The church of Scientology planted this guy in the crowd to cause problems, and I know it, and we all know it. So they're trying to make a case for us to leave, but we are exercising our First Amendment right to call a cult a cult. If you don't want to be called a cult, come out here and explain.
That's me. Bye, babe.
Is that your buddy?
That's my cousin.
Aww.
Yes, ma'am. A country called Albania.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like he's a robot or something.
Yeah, they're genuinely. I could show you if you want.
Really? You're from Albania?
Yeah, you know.
That is really awesome.
You know anybody from Albania?
No. My grade school teacher was from Albania.
A grade school around here?
No, Florida. Oh. My teacher was a Scientologist. She happened to be.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never met an Albanian in Scientology. She had an Albanian teacher in Scientology when she was younger.
You had an Albanian teacher in Scientology?
It was like, oh guys, I'm too messed up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to fix me. I had comments like that coming out of my mouth. But like right after, my whole life changed. Like literally 2 months after, I like became a Spotify artist and I had like 4,000 monthly listeners.
You make music?
I make music.
Let's hear the music.
You notice they all have this same look in their eyes. I wonder what kind of, music she makes. When I'm looking at it, it's probably something like weird, like, flute music. You know what I'm saying? Oh my!
I'll share with you guys.
Awesome.
I'll share with you guys if you left your number.
Yeah.
But
You got like a page and everything?
Yeah, Spotify. Awesome. We just came off tour. We make music as well.
See, we have a connection on that. But like I, for example, was putting myself back on that.
You know what they call you?
Yeah, sure.
No, she doesn't know her own artist name.
This is actually my real name.
Tony. She had an Albanian teacher in Scientology when she was younger.
You had an Albanian teacher in Scientology? Does she
That's
still
crazy.
work here?
Not here. She. Awesome. Me and Jessica cousins too.
Okay, so ready?
Airball.
Have you ever been hypnotized?
Have
you had a wife before?
I already filled this part out for you. That means problems.
Perfect. If you're a girl online, I like to say 6'6".
This is your auditor, Misha.
How you doing, sir?
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you. I'm Tyrone.
Tyrone. Okay, good.
Actually, you can get this.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much.
It
was a pleasure. I'll come back soon. I'll see you. All right, perfect. Thank you very much.
Somebody said they're just eyes. Her, the other girl, and the other girl. Nah, man, you can see it.
Appreciate you very much. It was a pleasure. I'll come back soon. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'll tell you to be here. And if
I'm
you're not,
ready.
then just text me, okay?
No worries. Sounds good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you making it work.
Where are you from with the accent? Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your weight?
Well, we could pass on that.
What's your name?
Tony.
Tony. Okay.
Tony Balsakovich.
That's exactly.
I want
Well, there was I want to say Nigerian author, something like that.
And out. See you later, girl.
Got him.
Oh, Twilla. Oh, girl.
right here.
They're packing it up. Twilla, girl. I can't believe you, girl.
I love when they put the blinds down here. There you go.
Dun, 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 dun. Crazy. And so, listen, guys, I was just so blown away by this, and it's just one of those things. Like I said, this is a popular thing in Hollywood, and these people would rather believe in this than believe that there's a creator, that there's a God, that he has a plan for their life, that he died for their sins. You know what I'm saying? Like, Christianity is the answer for the sin problem in the world, and it's so crazy to me how they'd rather believe in this. I made this little image, but essentially, that's what they believe in. And let me see. For those of you who came in late, we kind of went over this at the beginning of the video, but I want to show it to you guys because it blows my mind how people notice how everybody copies something from the Bible, right? So this is like even like how Satan went up and he ascended. So pretty much you come in, right, and you're gonna clear your mind, and essentially what they're saying is deliverance, right? Notice they have all these spiritual retreats, and what was it? We did the video about Aaron Rodgers and the what is it, ayahuasca, right? People do all this stuff trying to get deliverance, trying to get clarity, trying to get like they know there's like a spiritual world. They know that there's like I need some kind of deliverance, but they will try any and every. They'll try rocks, they'll try crystals, they'll search the stars, they'll worship creation before they worship the creator, before they submit to the creator. And most of the time is because people just want to be their own God. They just want to live their life and do whatever they want to do and have that freedom, right? To just do whatever they want and then believe that there's going to be no, accountability at the end. So I don't know, man. This was just so interesting to me to see, like it really makes me think about there's a real spiritual war, there's a real spiritual battle, and like there's levels to this. Like these people are into like a whole nother level of, demonic delusion. So, man, just watch out. Because guess what? All cults don't look like that. Some people are in cults that look cool, that don't look weird, that look, and they just follow blindly without questioning. So, just be in prayer and realize, man, the devil really got people out here deceived. Love you guys. Be blessed. www.marcusrogersministries.org if you want to support what we're doing here in Chicago. Y'all have a wonderful day. If you didn't see the video that I did about Trump and that guy running for mayor in New York, go check it out. Very informative. God bless.